modern learning journey. I've kind of got, the micro, the social, the spaced, all the things from learning research that we know make really good learning systems that come out. We know that, people tend to learn, retain, and ultimately transfer better when we design to those criteria. But what's more important is we think about how do we start to use technologies to meet a range of needs. So this is just one example of how you could use it, but it starts with the learner and what they need to get out of it. In this case, I've got Sarah here on the left, and how I might be able to use technologies, tools, or platforms to meet a range of her needs throughout her learning journey across the 5 + 2, those moments of learning need that are coming across. Wanted to kind of call out here some best practices, to help the learners thrive in that overarching system. Again, it's really begin with that learner-centric mindset. You want to design for the ranges of moments of learn, and really those expanded learning roles, both the roles they take as well as the enablement roles we talked about. You want to leverage the technology appropriately, know what you're using the tools for, what the intended outcome for those. Make sure you got the good connective tissue across them that feed out, that support the overall organizational strategy. Help them connect, reconnect, and collaborate around new mindsets, new knowledge, new skills and abilities. But it's really thinking about that multifaceted approach. And not only does the knowledge, skills, abilities, but really getting into those mindsets which pay dividends for the future of transformation and changes, the onslaught of change in the future that we haven't even seen yet. And then the last one is really blend it like a smoothie. And the blend it like a smoothie is looking at the technology, the design, and the components. Since I want to make sure we've got a couple of minutes here left for questions, I think the critical consideration here is that as we think about the way in which we're integrating tools, technologies, and methodologies around that, I love ending kind of on the Deming quote, it is not necessary to change. Survival is not mandatory. And it's really kind of the call to action as we go out there and start to create and build and bridge these new ecosystems that it is important for us to grow, because if we don't solve these problems for ourselves, they will be solved by somebody else.